everyone, it's Haley, and today I'm doing my July TBR. So I'm not really giving myself a huge TBR for July because, let's be honest, I never really follow my TBR to a T anyways, but I'm also starting a new job in July and I don't know how many hours I'm going to be working. I'm actually, you guys know if you've been watching my videos for a while, that I lost my job in May, but my job is now like officially, my store is closed at the end of June. So I think actually the day that I'm uploading this video is the last day of my store, so the store closes on that day. So I was able to find a new job. I didn't really have a problem with it. I'm actually now working at Chapters, which, if for you guys who are not Canadian, is like our version of Barnes and Noble, which for those of you who are not American, it's a bookstore and it's an amazing bookstore and I am so excited about it. I've been trying to get a job there for years, so I literally am just over the moon excited about it. I'm hoping I'll see some of you guys there. But yeah, I'm starting a new job. I'm only working one job now, so it will probably be easier to read more since my hours have been crazy. Like in May and June, they were absolutely crazy and I wasn't able to read a lot. I'm hoping in July I'll be able to read a little bit more, but I'm also hoping to work, so I don't really know what's gonna happen. But yeah, these are the books that if I will read a lot, these are the ones that I will probably pick up. So first off, I have a couple of children's classics because as you guys know, if you watch my last TBR, I am planning on doing a recommended reads for children's classics video soon, but I haven't read a ton of children's classics, so I'm trying to read a ton of them so then I can do this video and be like well informed and give you guys really good recommendations. So the first children's classic on my list is The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. I think you would say Baum. I don't really know. I've never really heard anyone pronounce it, but this is obviously a really iconic story. It's a Disney movie. You guys are all familiar with it. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, where like Dorothy taken up in the tornado goes to Oz. It's crazy. There's all this stuff. There's munchkins, all those things. But I'm really looking forward to reading the original story and seeing like the lion and the scarecrow and the Tin Man and Dorothy and Toto and seeing how all those characters are in the book as opposed to in the movie. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the movie. It kind of freaks me out, but I think that I will really enjoy the book, so I'm really looking forward to it and seeing how it is. And then the other children's classic on my list for the month is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I remember this story from when I was a kid vaguely, but I've never read the book, but I'm really excited to read this one. I know that this has more than one of the books in here, but I'm not sure if I'm just going to read the one or if I'll read the whole thing. Not too sure yet, but I am really excited to read this because I know a lot of people really love it and it's quite iconic, so I'm excited to learn all about Little Women and jump into this one. Now just getting into the other books that I want to read this month, the next book is Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. This book has been on my TBR for the past like 3 months, but I think I will finally get to it in July. No, I know I will finally get to it in July because I am making myself do it. I'm really excited for this book. It's not that, I just haven't really been in the mood to pick it up. I know it's super sad, so I kind of need to be in the mood to read like a sad book, and I just haven't been, but I love Morgan Matson. I've read all of her other books and I've absolutely adored every single one of them, so I just need to read this book because people really love this one. This is one of the favorites, so I need to read it. Next is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, and this book I've honestly wanted to read forever. Like since I first started BookTube, this has been, I think this is one of the first books that I bought when I started BookTube, and I've heard such fabulous things about it, but I just haven't picked it up for whatever reason. It's like a romance that it's like two people on either side of the fence. The girl lives this really quiet life. I believe her parents are separated or divorced or something like that, so she lives like a really low-key, relaxing life. But then on the other side of the fence is the boy, and his family is huge, crazy, they do whatever they want and they have a lot of fun. So she's really intrigued by them and she ends up starting a relationship with the boy, and this book is just kind of about where that goes. So I'm really just, it sounds like it's gonna be such a cute contemporary, but I just, for whatever reason, haven't picked it up, so I need to do it in July because summer is the perfect time for it, so I need to do it. Next is Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and I have read The Archive by Victoria Schwab, and I wasn't a huge fan. I think it was because I was expecting something completely different than what I got. I just thought the story was going to be about something very different than what it was, so it kind of let me down, but I did really like the writing and all of that. So I think that I could really like this book, and I know people love this book. Like, people are really crazy fans of this book, so I'm really excited for it. I believe it's like a superpower sort of thing. These people are superhumans. I'm honestly not too sure. I'm just gonna go into it not knowing too much, so then I can't be let down. Next up is The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan, and this is the first book in the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard trilogy series. Not too sure how many books there are going to be, but this deals with Norse mythology, and I'm so excited for it. I love the Percy Jackson series and Heroes of Olympus series. You just learn so much about mythology, and I'm super intrigued by mythology, and you have like a great time at the same time when you read Rick Riordan's books. Like, they're just so fantastic. You get awesome characters. They're sassy, they're sarcastic, they're just really amazing. So I'm expecting exactly the same from this book, and the second book is coming out very soon, so I need to get on this series. I need to read it. And the final book on my TBR for this month is The Secret Home of a Daisy by Tracy Holzer. This book I have had for a really long time, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. It sounds like it's going to be really heartbreaking though. It's I believe a middle grade, and the girl, her mother has just died, so she moves in with her grandmother, and it's just kind of, I think, the story of her trying to cope with the loss of her mother, and like her grandmother trying to cope with the loss of her daughter. So I think that this book could be really touching, heartbreaking, but really beautiful, so I want to pick it up. So those are all the books for my July TBR. Like I said, no idea how this month is gonna go, but I'm hoping that it'll go well. We'll see. But yeah, let me know if you have read any of these books, your thoughts on them, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!